1970 Dodge Charger. Unrestored, all original. Vinyl top. 318 car, believed to be original. Gonna do a cold start. Headers are ice cold. Give it a couple pumps for good measure. There she is. What do you think, Murph? They're already hot. Don't even want to touch them. Yeah, we'll get it out in the daylight and do a walk around. For sale. Hate to do it, but need to split it up between my brother and I. Backed it out, got it out in the light. It's a little dusty, but could use a dusting. Idling. It's got a good note, I think. Headers and true duals. Looks the part. Cragars, 295s in the rear. Pretty nice as it is. Tinted windows, interior. Pretty darn clean. $630. I think that's about accurate. From the early 90s. My dad had this car, parted ways with it, crossed paths with it again. Paint job I think is original, but it's been touched up, you can tell. There he is. Probably just to touch up and prevent anything worse from happening. Trunk full of parts, stuff that's been replaced, stock headers, I think water pump, manifolds, things like that. Just so we know we're not trying to rub anybody off here, get a close up all the little bit of surface rust and the maybe problem areas. Things first, a little bubbling in the vinyl top. Could use to be redone if you wanted a perfect car, but this would definitely be a nice, well-kept, clean, original driving project if you wanted to make it perfect. But runs good, shifts nice, stops good, drives pretty darn straight down the road. Selling this thing's been a little bit tough, trying to price something like this. He said it was worth something. The internet people say it's worth something. You'd like to get close to all that. Obviously it's not perfect, but it's a pretty sweet example. I've seen some project cars going for pretty wild money, and extra parts, grill, random gaskets and things, some trim pieces. stuff that's been replaced and taken care of. Dad came back across this, as I was saying, in the he had it in the early 90s, mid 90s, always garaged, always covered. Came back across it last 4 or 5 years ago, made a deal for it. I think the same guy had it. So the mileage I think is pretty accurate. The maintenance on it's pretty accurate. I think everything's been pretty much word of mouth, but reliable. The other guy didn't drive it, kept it stored, kept it covered. My dad kept it stored, kept it covered. He'd be not too happy that the cat's walking on it now, but we won't tell him. So yeah, been trying to sell it, and it's posted a couple places. I'll make a video so it gets maybe a further reach and maybe some more confidence in buying it, that it's ready to go, ready to drive. Like I said, some of the spots are a little bit not without their little tiny bubbles, but this is an Eastern Washington car. We don't have the moisture that the west side does, so it stays pretty dry over here, pretty hot and dry. He took care not to wash it, took care if he drove it in the rain or any moisture to dry it off. We used just like a duster to keep the dust off, and then some detailing sprays and waxes and things to keep it up. So sorry we can't keep it for you, Rue.